When you think of protein, what comes to mind? Chicken, beef, eggs, right? And look, you're not wrong. But what if sticking to just those is holding you back from building a truly strong and balanced body? In this video, I'm sharing the 10 protein-packed foods you actually need in your rotation, and I promise some of them will surprise you. We're all trying to build a little muscle, lose some fat, or just have more energy, and we know protein is key. It's the building block for our muscles. It helps us recover, and it keeps us feeling full and satisfied. But so many of us get stuck in a rut, eating the same 3 or 4 protein sources over and over. Not only is that boring, but it can lead to nutritional gaps and completely stall your progress. You hit a plateau, get sick of your food, and fall off track. Today we break that cycle. We're going to explore a powerhouse list of 10 foods that will revolutionize how you think about protein. We're mixing incredible plant-based options with nutrient-dense animal sources. So forget protein fatigue. It's time to build a more effective, varied, and honestly, a more enjoyable diet. Let's get into it. Coming in at number 10 is a food that gets almost no love in the fitness world: lentils. Now, before you click away, hear me out. A single cup of cooked lentils packs around 18 grams of protein. But it's not just the protein. Lentils are a nutritional force. They are loaded with fiber, with about 8 grams per 100 gram serving, which is amazing for your digestive health and for keeping you full for hours. Say goodbye to those mid-afternoon cravings. They're also a fantastic source of plant-based iron, folate, and potassium, which can help naturally manage blood pressure. And maybe the best part, unlike other beans, lentils don't need to be soaked overnight. They cook up in about 20 minutes, which makes them super convenient. You've got options too. Brown lentils are perfect for stews, green lentils hold their shape for salads, and red lentils break down and get creamy in soups and dals. They're cheap, they're easy, and they are one of the most efficient protein sources you can add to your diet. For our 9th and 8th spots, we have a duo of dairy champions that are always being compared, so let's tackle them together: Greek yogurt and cottage cheese. Let's start with number 9, Greek yogurt. A standard non-fat Greek yogurt gives you about 10 grams of protein per 100 gram serving. What makes it so special is the straining process that removes a lot of the watery whey and sugar, leaving you with a thicker, more concentrated protein punch than regular yogurt. It's also packed with probiotics, those friendly gut bacteria that are so important for digestion and overall health. Plus, it's a great source of calcium. Now for number 8, cottage cheese. This one might feel a little old school, but it's making a huge comeback for a reason. Per 100 grams, it actually has more protein than Greek yogurt, at around 11 to 12 grams. A single 1-cup serving can pack a massive 25 grams of protein. It's especially rich in casein, which is a slow-digesting protein. That means it gives your muscles a steady supply of amino acids for hours, making it a perfect snack before bed to help with recovery while you sleep. I know some people are put off by the texture, but newer brands are making much smoother, tastier versions. You can have it sweet with fruit or savory with black pepper. It's incredibly versatile. So, what's the verdict? Honestly, they're both fantastic. Greek yogurt brings the probiotics and calcium, while cottage cheese usually wins on total protein and gives you that slow-release benefit. The real answer is to use both in your diet to get the best of both worlds. At number 7, we have a plant-based protein that's as fun to eat as it is good for you: edamame. Edamame are just young soybeans, usually steamed right in the pod. A single cooked cup gives you around 17 to 18 grams of high-quality, complete plant-based protein. For a plant food, this is a huge deal. Complete protein means it has all 9 of the essential amino acids your body can't make on its own, the same kind of profile you get from meat or eggs. On top of the protein, edamame are rich in fiber, vitamins, and minerals. They're an awesome source of iron and fiber, which helps with energy and keeps you feeling full. They make for such an easy snack. Just steam them and sprinkle on a little sea salt. You can also buy them shelled and toss them into salads, stir-fries, or grain bowls for a super simple protein boost. For anyone looking for powerful and convenient plant-based options, edamame is a must. Taking our number 6 spot is a small fish that packs a giant nutritional punch: sardines. A lot of people reach for canned tuna, but sardines are arguably the superior choice. A single 3.75-ounce can of sardines can deliver over 22 grams of protein, but their real power is in their other nutrients. Because you eat the whole fish, soft, edible bones and all, you get a massive dose of calcium and vitamin D, 2 nutrients that are critical for bone health and that most of us don't get enough of. Sardines are also one of the best sources of omega-3 fatty acids, specifically EPA and DHA. These fats are crucial for brain health, fighting inflammation, and supporting your heart. A single can of sardines can provide over 1,000 milligrams of omega-3, which is well above the daily minimum you should be aiming for. And because sardines are small and low on the food chain, they have way less mercury than bigger fish like tuna. They are cheap, sustainable, and so good for you. Mash them on toast, toss them in a salad, or just eat them straight from the can. All right, we are halfway through our list and we've already covered some incredible foods from lentils to sardines. I want to know, what is your go-to underrated protein source that you think more people should know about? Drop it in the comments below. We read every single comment and I'm always looking for new ideas. And if you're getting some value out of this, do me a favor and hit that like button. It really helps the channel out. Now let's get back to the list. For our 5th spot, we're going back to the plant kingdom with a food that is a true powerhouse: tempeh. Tempeh, like tofu, is made from soybeans, but that's really where the similarities end. Tempeh is made from whole fermented soybeans that are pressed into a firm block. That fermentation process is what makes it so special. Nutritionally, tempeh has a serious edge over most tofu. A 100-gram serving packs around 19 grams of protein, which is significantly more than what you'll find in many firm tofus. The fermentation also gives you prebiotics, which are the fibers that feed the good bacteria in your gut, helping your digestion and reducing inflammation. It's also higher in fiber and iron than tofu. Tempeh has a firm, chewy texture and a nutty flavor that holds up really well in cooking. You can crumble it as a ground meat substitute, slice it into steaks for the grill, or cube it for a stir-fry. Because it's a complete protein and so nutrient-dense, tempeh is one of the best plant-based foods you can eat. Coming in at number 4 is a food you definitely know, but you might not be using it to its full potential: lean beef. I know beef can get a bad rap, but when you choose the right cuts, it is one of the most effective muscle-building foods out there. A 100-gram serving of lean beef gives you around 21 to 22 grams of high-quality protein that your body can absorb and use very easily. But where beef really shines is its micronutrients. Beef is one of the best sources of heme iron, which is a type of iron that your body absorbs far better than the non-heme iron you find in plants. Iron is critical for getting oxygen to your muscles, and being low in it can lead to fatigue and poor performance. Beef is also loaded with vitamin B12 for energy and nerve function, and it's a natural source of creatine, which helps your muscles power through heavy lifts and intense workouts. The key is to choose lean cuts like sirloin, tenderloin, or lean ground beef. That way you get all the benefits without the excess saturated fat. When used the right way, lean beef is an incredible tool for building strength and fighting off fatigue. For our number 3 spot, we have a tiny seed that is an absolute giant in the nutrition world: pumpkin seeds. Don't just write these off as a topping for your fall latte. Pumpkin seeds, also known as pepitas, are a nutrient-dense snack that can seriously level up your protein game. Just a 1/4 cup serving gives you around 9 to 10 grams of protein. That's more than you'd get from a large egg, but it goes way beyond the protein. Pumpkin seeds are packed with magnesium, a mineral that's crucial for over 300 processes in your body, including muscle function, nerve signals, and creating energy. So many people are deficient in magnesium, and these are a great way to get more. They're also rich in zinc for your immune system and healthy fats for your heart. They are incredibly easy to work into your diet. Sprinkle them on your yogurt or oatmeal, toss them into a salad for a great crunch, or just eat them by the handful for a powerful and convenient snack. Our number 2 spot goes to an old-school, undeniable champion: the egg. The humble egg is pretty much nature's perfect protein. A single large egg contains about 6 to 7 grams of the highest quality protein you can find, with a perfect amino acid profile that your body can easily use. But the protein is just the start. And please, stop throwing out the yolk. That's where most of the nutrition is hiding. It's loaded with choline, which is vital for brain health and memory. It's also one of the few natural food sources of vitamin D. Eggs are affordable, they're versatile, and they're so easy to cook. Hard-boiled eggs make a perfect on-the-go snack. Scrambled, fried, or poached, they're the foundation of a powerful breakfast. They keep you full. They provide a ton of nutrients, and they're one of the most cost-effective protein sources on the planet. Never underestimate the power of a simple egg. And now for the number 1 protein food you need to eat, especially if you're looking for plant-based options that can go toe-to-toe with meat. The top spot goes to seitan. If you've never heard of seitan, you're in for a treat. Seitan is made from gluten, which is the main protein in wheat. It's made by washing all the starch out of wheat dough, leaving a super-dense, high-protein food. And when I say high protein, I am not kidding. A 100-gram serving of seitan can contain a staggering 25 grams of protein, which puts it right up there with chicken or beef. It has this amazingly chewy, meat-like texture that makes it an incredible substitute in almost any dish where you'd normally use meat. It's also very low in fat and carbs. Now, it's important to know that seitan isn't a complete protein by itself because it's low in one amino acid called lysine. But that's an easy fix. You just need to pair it with lysine-rich foods like beans, or just eat a varied diet throughout the day. For anyone on a plant-based diet or for anyone just trying to cut back on meat without losing protein, seitan is an absolute game changer. So there you have it, the top 10 protein foods you should be eating. As you can see, building a strong, high-protein diet isn't just about eating endless chicken breast. It's about variety. It's about bringing in powerhouse plants like lentils, tempeh, and seitan to go along with nutrient-dense animal sources like sardines, cottage cheese, and eggs. When you diversify your protein, you don't just keep meals from getting boring. You also make sure you're getting a wider range of the vitamins, minerals, and amino acids you need to feel and perform your best. Your body thrives on variety, so challenge yourself. Try one new food from this list this week. Whether it's swapping your usual snack for a handful of pumpkin seeds or grilling up some tempeh for dinner, taking these small steps will lead to big results. Thanks so much for watching. If you learned something new today, make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next video. Until next time, stay strong.